If you like sci-fi shows and you're not watching Foundation on Apple TV, I don't know what you're doing with your life right now. That's how you do a season finale. That's how you do a season finale. Spoiler alert. Oh, Debrazel, my girl. No, bro. I ain't care about nobody else dying. They didn't burn her alive. My girl. Empire. Oh, they didn't got her. Brother Darkness, they got her, y'all. Oh, I thought she would at least transfer her consciousness to the Prime Radiant or something, or maybe she transferred her brain to the other little head in there. But at the end of the let me back up. Robots on the moon. They got robots on the moon. Okay, Callie is on the moon with another robot, and I thought that would have been Demerzel reaching out to the other head, transmitting the signal, but I guess she gone. So it's a new robot from that head transmitting the signal to Callie. They all on the moon. Nobody thought to check the moon. Let me back up because this had me. I was engaged, captivated the whole time. When the show started, I was like, please let Day get to Demerzel because I want to see what's gonna happen with the robot head. But it didn't work out how I wanted to work out because I thought she'd have been like talking to it and they would be able to, she'd be free and all that. That didn't happen. So then it kept switching back and forth between, you know, Demerzel, Brother Darkness, crazy. We'll get into that, and the mule, right? So I'm like, what is about to happen? You know, so Gale and them getting ready to go up. You know, Harry then shot the little spaceship up into the whatever the ISS, International Space System, I guess. Whatever. They doing a fight. They doing a big one. Everybody competing telepathically. They having telepathy fights, sleep. You know, they trying to get the best of each other. But I'm like Gale, if you don't get this mule, I'm gonna be pissed off because nap time is afraid of you. You've been going to sleep every 10 years. How many times have you been asleep? 10, 20 decades? And if you let the mule get the best of you, I'm gonna be pissed off. So she did her big one. You know, they choking each other. She on the table, he choking her neck. And I was like, okay, she about to start suffocating. You done messed up. You done messed up, mule, because that's how she's the best when she can't breathe. She's from Synax, the water planet. They know how to breathe. And when she can't breathe, she was able to, you know, dig into her consciousness, whatever. And she overpowered the mule, right? Sliced his neck. And I'm like, okay, woo. Then I was like, this is a little too good to be true. Is he really gone? And then, oh, that's not the mule? That's not the mule? I'm thinking it's the guy on the floor because he waking up and stuff. So I'm thinking he about to get up and do a little telepathy. Turns out it was the other girl, Beta. Who would have seen that coming? Like, how y'all just gonna do that? What in the Pretty Little Liars, A is Charlie? What is going on? Because it didn't even make sense to me. How is she the mule? So she's about to overpower Gale. I'm like, y'all not about to take my girl Gale out. Y'all can't take Gale out. Y'all already took out Salvor, her granddaughter. I mean her great mom, whatever. Because you know she was older than her. And then y'all already took out Harry, the other Harry. I'm like, please don't take out Gale. So it turns out the mule is Beta, and she's super strong, and she tries to overpower Gale, but then the dude, he starts playing the little machine. You know, he love his job. Then she starts like, what is happening? And then Gale is like, get out of me, whatever. And she makes an escape. My girl jumped out the spaceship. I thought she was gonna freeze to death because I thought when you enter a space, don't you instantly freeze? But anywho, she turned into the Silver Surfer. Gale turned into the Silver Surfer, started going down into the atmosphere, and her ship showed up. The ship showed up. I thought it was the Phoenix, Jean Grey. She flew into the spaceship, and that was it. So she made her escape. Gale did her big one. I love me some Gale now. I didn't really understand them in the beginning of the seasons, but I love Gale now. I'm glad they did not get rid of her. But can we talk about how Harry, the transition when Gail was like, "It's time to jump," and she's like, "Jump," and then Harry stood like this. That cinematic transition from him, like his consciousness, I mean, whatever the thing is, him floating out the spaceship into like this abyss was beautiful. Can we just talk about the cinematography in this show? Apple TV does not play games, bro. They not gonna give you sloppy visual effects. They going full force because they got the budget. They don't owe nobody. Netflix. Anywho, what else happened? Okay, so the story start. Who was did the mule even exist? Was that a personification that Beta created? Because when Gail was getting the best of her, they flashed back to the clips of the mule, his origin story of him drowning, getting drowned by his parents. That switched and it was her. It was a little girl getting drowned. So I'm like, did the mule even exist the whole time? I guess this was the image that Beta had been planted in everybody's minds. Is she that powerful? I don't know. So I pretty much chucked it up to be that the mule never existed in the first place. That was just some type of creation that Beta created. If she's that powerful, or maybe the mule did exist and she was just using him like as a placeholder. I'm not sure. But what else did I write down? Gail was trying to escape from the music notes. Brother Darkness. Nobody knew this man was crazy. Y'all should have sliced his neck, took his nanites out and sliced his neck when he was blowing up planets. It's not like he was blowing up like people. He blowing up people on the planets, but he blowing up whole planets. And this man got into the chamber where all the brother days and dawns and dusk and nights and moons and evenings and middays, he blew up the whole tank. Little bodies just start falling on the floor. Disgusting. And towards the end, while he running away from Day, he hide behind Day. And then he like, "Oh, and Day, I heard you got your nanites removed." First of all, my man's got his hand in his coat. Day, you didn't suspect that? If somebody put their hand in their coat, they about to pull out something. Okay, my man's pulled out the blicky. And that was the end of good night, Day. Good night. So, I don't know what's going to happen. He didn't... Oh, Tim Brazil. I'm all over the place right now, y'all. Because this is how I was during this show. Oh, my... This whole thing is crazy. They did so much to... prevent the cycle history from happening or whatever. They did so much to stop the cycle history that I feel like they were the cause of it. It's like That's So Raven. It's like when That's So Raven used to get these visions, right? She would do everything in her power not to have that vision, but her doing that made the vision come true. So I feel like this is the same thing that's happened with the cycle history. It's like everybody doing what they can to either make the cycle history events not happen, to correct the path, or to just prevent it or whatever. And y'all, that's the reason why it's like that. That's what I feel. So it's insane. It's like, that's why God don't give us the whole plan. If he gave us the whole plan, we gonna mess up. That's what he gives us. He step out on faith. He give us steps and steps after, as we move forward in him and trust in him. But anyway, the series finale 10 out of 10. I mean, season finale 10 out of 10. And I heard we getting a new season too. So, I mean, if we didn't, I'll riot. I'll be out on the streets of LA rioting. They did. Let me know what y'all thought about the finale. And did I mention his name? Dawn Legs. Oh yeah. So Dawn and Brother Darkness are the only empires left. So I think Dawn's still gonna be alive, and he gets his nanites, his legs should be healed. And then from there, Dawn will probably be able to produce an heir once they get rid of Dusk or Brother Darkness. That's the end of Empire happened because one of the Empire members then blew up all the chambers. So, but they can make more clones, right? Because they can get the Cleon DNA, the genetic imprint from Cleon in the thing, and they can use that to make more empires, right? I don't know, but wow.